Hey guys, this is Chris. Welcome back to another edition of Hacking IELTS. If you're joining us for the first time, this is a podcast and a YouTube channel dedicated to helping new and intermediate IELTS test takers understand the exam and achieve high results. Look, there are a ton of great resources floating around on YouTube as well as podcasts, and I hope that this show can also benefit you as you prepare for your upcoming exam. Just a disclaimer if you're new, I don't claim to be a guru, but like many teachers online, I do have former experience as an examiner and also currently teaching English at a secondary level. Anyways, let's move on to this week's topic, which is Task 1 Writing for Academic IELTS. I recently administered a mock exam for my students, and we had an assortment of marks ranging from a band 2 all the way up to a band 6.5. Now, this is a mock or a practice exam and was for students who are new to the test, and they have yet to take it officially. So they're still getting the hang of IELTS, not to mention that it is the academic version as well. The main difference between the academic and the general version of the exam will be the Task 1 writing. If you're taking the IELTS exam to immigrate, you are probably already aware that the general test is a bit easier than the academic test due to Task 1 writing. However, the academic version is going to help you get into the college or university of your choice and ensures that you're up to their proficiency level of the English language. On this show, we currently focus on the academic version since this is the flavor exam that my students are preparing for, and there's a lot to cover for Task 1 writing. For the uninformed, we have bar graphs, pie charts, flow charts, line graphs, even maps. And this last one, maps, is one area that my guys have been struggling with. Let's go over 5 tips for Task 1 writing together. First, if you're taking the academic version of IELTS, make sure that you practice writing as many of the Task 1 variations as possible. Don't just assume that you're going to get a bar graph or a pie chart. You may end up with a flow chart or, as mentioned, a map. Second, always ensure that you have an overview. This should really appear in the first or the last paragraph of your writing. An overview is just a quick summary of the diagram you are presented without getting into any details. Third, it's important that you analyze the data and can report the trends or can compare and contrast if you're given 2 diagrams. Don't just list the data. I've seen far too many of my own students who just go from one year or one sale to the next, listing information, and they fail to highlight what is interesting from the data. Remember to report on the main trends. Fourth, we need to use linking expressions, verbs and adverbs that describe the Task 1 diagrams appropriately. And this is the key word, appropriately. In other words, we need Task 1 language. You could sequence using ordinal numbers, such as first, second, third. You can provide more information using in addition, furthermore, and moreover. Does this make sense? Next, we can show how information is similar using like or similarly. How about showing how information is not the same? We could use however or in contrast. Do you want to show a consequence? Use linking words or expressions such as consequently or as a result. How do you want to conclude your report? There are many ways to do this. For example, in summary, in conclusion, or finally. We need to use verbs that reflect the action of the diagram as well. For instance, if we have a line graph or a bar chart, we could employ verbs such as rise, fall, increase, decrease, plummet, skyrocket, remain constant, or fluctuate. Need some adverbs? Try practicing with some of these: rapidly, gradually, dramatically, constantly, or sharply. This is just the tip of the iceberg, just getting you started, and hopefully motivates you to dig into finding more information about Task 1 writing. And then the fun part, practicing. Oh, before we finish this week's episode, just one final tip. Remember to avoid giving your opinion for academic task 1 writing. Guys, this is so important as you're tasked with reporting the main trends for the assigned diagram. Stay away from language such as I think, it's my opinion, or I believe. Just provide facts and give the examiners what they want, period. Did this episode help you out? Let me know in the comments section on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe for new videos like this every week. Or be sure to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Take care, guys, and catch you in the next one.